it's Mike, and today I want to talk to you about slides. This is such a huge part of playing the Hammond organ. You've heard it on a million records, used a million times. They're so much fun. Unfortunately, they take a long time to figure out. Like, nobody ever taught me how to do slides, and I kind of had to figure it out over the years, figuring out what sounds worked and how not to hurt my hands. The first thing I want to talk about is how to slide up to a note. It could be like an entrance or an intro that you're doing to a song. A lot of times this is how an organ enters the picture on a track, is just by doing a big slide up to a top note. So how do I do that? I use this part of my hand right here.
This part of my hand right here.
Right here. And I slide up on the white notes of the organ. Like that. And you kind of got to give it some friction. You got to push down, but not too hard and not too light. Not so hard that your hand won't slide and the keys will stop it because you're pressing down too hard, but just light enough that you can kind of do this. And that might be an intro that I would do where I slide up to a high C like that and then hit maybe this. And then I might slide off. And that's how I would do a slide down, is with this part of my finger to do a slide down, just like this. So putting those together, here's a slide up with a slide down. Boom. Another thing to note on slides is that you should have your Leslie on fast, whether you're using a real B3 like me or whether you're using a clone at home. Just hit the Leslie switch and get that tremolo, because it really adds to kind of the smeariness of the sound.
The smeariness.
If you don't have it, it doesn't totally sound right, but when you turn the Leslie on, it sounds exactly like it should, just like you've heard it on a million records. And that's the first slide up and slide down that I'll show you. Another one of my favorite ones is one that I call the cat. It goes like this. Just like that. The reason why I call this one the cat is because it kind of has this, kind of sounds like a cat hissing at you or something. On the organ, I'll often use the bottom manual as my sliding manual. You don't have to do that if you're playing on a clone. Once again, you can just do it on the one manual that you have. And you just kind of go like this on the white keys. And it's really important to stay on the white keys and not go into the black keys, because you'll actually hurt your thumb and twist it. So just kind of practice keeping your thumb out here so that you don't hurt yourself. And you kind of just work on doing that. So here's the cat. That's an example of kind of where you would use that. I also use the cat slide in some of my funk rhythms. So that might be an example if I'm going to a C9 chord. I'll slide up to it with one hand and slide down right here with the other hand. Here we go. That kind of thing. Super fun. So slide up, slide down. Another way that I'll do a slide is I'll actually smear all of the notes, even the black notes. And this is for the really dramatic slides that happen at the beginning of a song or at the beginning of a huge organ solo. And I would go like this. I'll actually take my whole hand like this, turn the Leslie on, and go like this. And kind kind of smear like that. Just kind of go like that. Just kind of move your hand side to side. It's like cream cheese on a bagel or icing a cake. Nice and smooth. Another slide trick is the descending slide. So I might be trying to land on a note to begin a solo, or again for the intro of a song, or whatever. I will go like this. That's another way of doing a slide, because a lot of people think slides always have to go up into the note. They don't. You can actually kind of come down like this with your hand. It's almost like a smear with your left hand. Boom. Just drop into it, just like that. Or whatever you want. That's the downward slide. Also, to note, you may develop some calluses on different parts of your hand. Just like a guitar player, you'll build up the calluses and it will become easier and easier to do slides as you do so.
Yeah, there you go. Cautionary tale. This is what can happen.
Blood blister right off the frickin' hop. Blister.